And we're back. The view rotated to the right a bit at the end of the last part because I was moving my mouse off to the right to my other monitor to stop the recording. I guess I might cut that out. Anyway, I've opened this book again, not because I intend to read it, but because I wanted to check what these symbols were. So it's anchor, eye, snake, bug, cross, arrow, bird, leaf. Wait, that was 8, wasn't it? And aren't there 8 things out there? We'll look at the things out here. I guess I might want to turn them on in order. Let's get them to the red position first. So it was... Where's the anchor? There it is. Anchor. An eye. I forget what was next. Eh? Oh, I guess I clicked on a burned book. Yeah, I hadn't even noticed last episode the books were burned. I was just like, oh yeah, they made the ones that you can read brighter. Okay. Anchor, eye, snake, bug, cross. Snake. Where's the bug? There it is. Cross. I think running back and forth is probably just as valid as taking screenshots. Okay. Arrow, bird, leaf. Alright. Nothing happened. At least not as far as I can tell. So now I'm faced with the horrifying proposition that I probably actually need to arrange them by date that these constellations appear. How would I find the constellations to begin with, though? I guess just looking at the ceiling without the viewer, and... yeah, I guess... then figure out how the viewer moves based on the day. I probably am going to want screenshots if I'm going to do this, though. Or at least, like, paper to write down all the dates. I don't know, let's just see if I can find this one before trying further. Okay, so first I need the lights off so the stars actually appear. I probably want my flashlight off. Oh, there's a hotkey for it, okay. I think it would be very hard to find much of anything by looking up. Because you need to view it from the correct angle. And yet, systematically looking through... I guess... changing the... Whoa! Did not realize changing the... day was gonna matter so much. Or wait, what did I change? That's the year. You can't change the hour? I guess you can, but very slowly. You probably wouldn't use the arrow buttons. Yeah, the constellation dates aren't really jumping out at me as something easy to find. I'm probably not meant to just search through the entire viewer for them. So we'll just remember that as a thing to eventually do once we found more clues. Collect heat, radiant chasm. We haven't found the piano yet, so it seems to be the only useful diagram in here. And this looks like it has meaning, but I can't imagine the puzzle that it would help me solve. Just gonna leave that on its diagram. Gear room. What is this? I don't recognize any of the devices there. Let's see. Wait. No! I don't think I have a reason to go that way. Well, I am surprised that this opens vertically. I thought the room had to spin in order for something to open up. I was asked to check out this wood panel. I'm clicking all over though. It's not really seeming to do much of anything. If I had a screwdriver. Except this game doesn't really seem to have inventory support. Can I interact with this? I can knock. Anybody home? So I guess I'm just hoping that once I've powered it, it will open up. Let's see, this is like very obviously the first clue you're meant to find. The imager. What is an imager? And also, what is a four-chamber? Beside the dock. Oh yeah, I think I determined that I was considering this the dock. So wait. Enter the... It wouldn't be this thing, would it? How would I enter a number on this? Ah. Except I wouldn't expect it to make me enter a number by writing it without also having a key for like how to form each number. If that makes sense. I don't think there was anything back here I would describe as an imager. Also, Also, considering this was in fact a point-and-click adventure, I don't think there's going to be very much that's like directly below me or above me that's a clue. Although, maybe in a room like this there would have been like a top arrow on the screen that would allow you to look straight up. It's becoming daytime. It will be moderately easier to see. Yeah, maybe I do want to... Wait. Do I need to maybe get the puzzle in here to have the number on it equal to the number of switches outside? Instead of 88? Maybe this is a 4-chamber. It's like the other building that's mildly close to the dock. I think due to the nature of how the buttons work, though, it would be harder to brute force than the safe. I guess you can brute force it in binary. Just have each switch be on or off. But I'm gonna actually attempt to count up these things. So you have 1. This is 2. 3. 4. 5. I guess I already turned that one down? Or did I just double count? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely up to 5 are in the down position. 6, I believe they're all outside. 7, I can't flip that one. 8. 8? See, I don't think those would count up on the power lines. So maybe we'll try to change the number down here to 8. Let's see, so just having these two unlit makes it 88. See, that's a 7. Okay. Let's see, yeah, there's a 7 and there's a 1. Wait. Okay, made it 8. Nothing immediately interesting seems to have happened. Maybe I should shut the power off because something went wrong with the power transmission and you don't want to work on live power lines. Okay, I can't walk up on that at all. Circles do not seem interactable. It made a different sound the first time. Why would that be? There's nothing interactable up here besides the switch that I have supposed could be a marker switch. There's this weird surface. Oh! What? Did I not click on it before? Now this does look like something from one of the book diagrams. Oh, there's a button on the back. It doesn't do anything. I can't click on the water itself. None of these oh, there's a note. Settings dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test is 40. Marker switch diagram 47. Water turbulent pool 67. But we want to enter the number 8. Oh, it's set to 67. So I guess that was the turbulent pool. Now when I turn it on.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agony, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine, everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
If you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation. That seemed like the most relevant piece of info there. I guess I could look at the other images, but I will be concerned about that later. So I guess this was the dock the whole time. I feel like you'd have trouble docking a boat on something that's so close to the land. Normally, docks extend out into the water. Okay. If you've forgotten the access code, remember the tower rotation. Wait a minute. The tower rotation diagram is here. Oh! Was that a button? Interesting. What would I do with it, though? I don't know which way to rotate it yet. Let's point it at the building. And hope we don't need to be completely precise about it. So now Now, if I go this way, is anything different? Perhaps I should have gone out and looked at the tower. Didn't this have a label before? Would you say either tower or library? Oh, now it says tower. Nothing looks especially different here. Although maybe this opens now that I've... No. Well, we're running out of time, but one puzzle has been solved. I counted up marker switches, put it in the image viewer. I think before ending things off, I am just gonna view the other images that are on the note that was on the image viewer. Or, it's the wrong one. I wonder, do I edit this episode? Probably. Especially because I forgot to account for the time I spent reading the book in part 1. Okay, so 40 and 47 are the ones we haven't seen. Probably need to actually... Also have not figured out the purpose of the button on the back of this thing. Oh. This looks like the marker switches. With the switch in the upward position, for some reason. And that was a marker switch diagram. Oh, that's so that you figure out that they're called marker switches, I bet. I don't know, maybe there was something else to notice on the diagram. It was a topographical diagram of something? Huh? Well, it only has 2 positions, so let's leave it in the position it didn't start in. Alright, under the assumption that I'm cutting at least 10 minutes of footage, let's, maybe check out... Wait, that would have just changed this? What's it look like from... Oh! I was gonna say, what's it look like from the side now? It still doesn't look like anything I've gotten a clue for. If you've forgotten the access code, remember the tower rotation. Let's see. So that up there would be the tower that rotates. I have to imagine, anyway. Is there maybe an angle from which it can be viewed that just has a number written on it? I guess if I turn it a quarter turn at a time, we should be able to see pretty clearly if anything's written on it from some angle. Thought I saw something moving. I think I did, but I think it also wasn't relevant. Okay, so that's how it started, but I didn't take a good look at it before. So is that making these gears move or anything? I guess I'm assuming that in the point-and-click adventure there was a way to look at the tower from the outside. Maybe there wasn't. Because there doesn't seem to be any particular location you would stand where I would expect that they would present, like, look up. So perhaps it is meant to be viewed from the inside of the tower? I don't know. I think for now I'm gonna end things off though. So, yeah. See ya!